The Yogscast, the nostalgic and wildly popular YouTube channel which many of us have fond memories of, which we cherish. Forever ingrained in our childhood memories, the Yogscast were once one of the most popular YouTube channels on the platform, but these days have dropped off dramatically. They were some of the first Minecraft YouTubers, and Lewis and Simon are still recognized by most Minecrafters today. But these days they are stuck on 7.2 million subscribers, and every month they continue to lose more and more. Their video views have only decreased, and some of the main Yogscast are no longer part of the channel. They don't even upload Minecraft anymore. So what happened? Well, today I'm going to tell you about the rise and fall of the Yogscast. But first, let's talk about their early channel. Now it's important to know that in this video I am referring to the main Yogscast channel, consisting mainly of Lewis and Simon. The Yogscast these days consists of multiple channels and people, but if I were to cover them all it would take forever, so instead this video will focus on them. Lewis, whose username was initially Blue Zephos, now Zephos, founded the channel on July the 10th, 2008, 12 years ago now, with his good friend Simon, known as Honeydew. Their first uploads would be playing the game World of Warcraft. They initially did tutorials and boss fight guides to try to inform and educate people, but soon realised that they were better at being funny and switched to more humorous content.
Sung by you.
Instead of a podcast, you could call it a Yogcast.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
I've already said that, Chorio. That ages ago.
They would continue to make World of Warcraft videos for the first 2 years of their channel, alongside a few other games such as Fallout 3, Borderlands, Aeon, and a whole lot more. They had a solid catalogue of World of Warcraft videos, I mean, just look at all these, but they all had varying degrees of success. However, that would all change on December the 2nd, 2010, when they uploaded their first Minecraft video, the first episode of their Let's Play.
Hooray! Minecraft! We've created a new server and we're going to show people how to play Minecraft, how to survive the first night. It's beautiful.
My god, it's terribly snowy.
The video currently has over 18 million views and performed very well at the time. They would go on to upload a grand total of 27 episodes in this series, and from this, their channel really began growing in popularity. But wait a second, why were they so successful? They were actually slightly late to the Minecraft party, at least compared to other older YouTubers. As Lewis said, he had put off playing the game until Survival Multiplayer was released. So what made them stand out? Well, it's their personalities, of course. Lewis, or Blue Zephos, who was the main guy recording, has a calm, straightforward, but also somewhat sarcastic personality that mixes perfectly with Simon's somewhat chaotic, extroverted, and childish or curious personality, which the audience loved the humour of. Their personalities bounce off each other, with Simon doing or saying something funny, and Lewis following up with something serious or sarcastic, or even just a snicker or a laugh. They are a one-of-a-kind duo that never fails to amaze. Simon also became well known for his ability to do voices of multiple creatures, people and animals, as you would come to find out later on. But there's more than just that. Their first 16 episodes of the Let's Play would be fairly standard, but in episode 17, something would change, and forever alter the future of the Yogscast. From episode 17 on, their Let's Plays became scripted. Let me explain. About halfway through the episode, while Lewis and Simon were talking about what to build in their base in a mountain, a mysterious player by the name of Israphel appeared and began attacking them. Lewis and Simon would say that they had no idea what was going on and it wasn't meant to happen, and many of us young impressionable kids at the time believed him and didn't see that they were acting. Only later on would we find out that this was the first ever scripted episode. From then on, all their Let's Play videos became scripted, and set up so that Lewis and Simon would find other players around the map and would do tasks, quests and adventures with them or for them. Now the scripted nature of this series was one of a kind. Nobody at this time was dedicating this much effort into a Minecraft Let's Play, and this is another reason why I believe it was so popular. When the initial Let's Play ended, the Yogscast would also play their first ever custom or adventure map called Survival Island. This is one of the first ever Let's Plays of Survival Island on YouTube, and their video currently has over 12 million views. Then they would return to the Let's Play, but this time it was different. But before we talk about that, consider subscribing if you haven't already. It's easy and free to do. Anyways, the famous Shadow of Israphel series would begin on their return. They decided to go all out with the scripted nature and have a whole adventure series with custom builds, dozens of unique player-controlled characters, and more. On the 28th of January 2011, the first episode would be uploaded, and it currently sits at over 10 million views. I won't explain the whole storyline of the series as that would take a while, but to summarise, Lewis and Simon crash landed at their base, then followed characters Old Peculiar and Skylord Lysander across the map to various towns, villages and structures, where they do quests and adventures. Initially they are helping Old Peculiar find the love of his life, Daisy, but then their quest takes a turn as they enter a full-on war with a fictional character, Israphel. The series was super unique, as not only did it require multiple people online to act as characters which Simon and Lewis would encounter, but they also had to build a vast array of structures. It was very high effort, and I, along with many others, initially thought it was an actual mod due to how well everything played out and their acting. There would be a grand total of 42 episodes of Shadow of Israphel until the series prematurely ended and never came back. To this day, it is still unknown as to the exact reason why the series ended, and there are many theories out there. Shadow of Israphel was wildly successful, and by the end of the series they were well established on YouTube as one of the larger Minecraft channels. But this wouldn't be the end, there is still so much more to come. The Yogscast, moving away from vanilla Minecraft, started a modded Tekkit series. On June the 25th, 2012, the first episode would be uploaded, and it currently has 11.4 million views. The initial goal of the series was to set up a functional Jaffa Cake factory, Simon's favourite. The series would go on for a grand total of 117 episodes and was wildly successful due to the popular emergence of mods at the time, which I'll talk more about a bit later. This is also the first time we would see them using the Fax texture pack, which they made famous. This is also where the audience would become more acquainted with Duncan, who was brought along to help Lewis and Simon with the mod pack as they didn't really know what to do. In later episodes, Sips and Shin would also be introduced. However, in episode 93, they would switch from Tekkit to Feed the Beast, which broke a lot of their Jaffa Cake factory functionalities. And then, only 24 episodes later, in episode 117, the series was abandoned, as Lewis had stated that the series had become boring and they wanted to move on to do other things. On October the 19th, 2012, the Yogscast would upload their first ever YogLabs episode. YogLabs was a series where Simon and Lewis would showcase and experiment with various Minecraft mods which were around at the time, in their large YogLabs testing facility. Now the series stemmed from the occasional mod showcases which Lewis, Simon and Hannah would do, but they were so popular that a whole series would be dedicated to it. They showcased dozens of mods such as the BMW car mod, the gun mod, Galactic Craft, Dimensional Doors and more. The first episode of the series has over 5 million views, and they'll go on to upload a total of 67 YogLabs episodes over a period of almost 4 years. The YogLabs series was so successful due to multiple reasons. First of all, the rising popularity of mod showcases and mod reviews, as you can see by this graph of Google Trends, meant that mod videos were in demand, and Lewis and Simon met that demand. But once again, what made them stand out from the many other mod showcases and review videos, as there were plenty of others at the time? Well, like many of their earlier series, it was a combination of their personalities as well as scripted skits or segments at the beginning of every new video which made them thoroughly entertaining to watch.
Goodness, you're on the set. Cut! Simon! We're gonna have to redo this, just give me a second. I'll be right down, hold on. We're just gonna reset this for the next take.
What do you mean reset?
Get out of the way, come over to me.
What are you doing?
Just come over to me, it's fine.
To them? Oh my god!
Please relax and calm down.
Unfortunately, the series would also come to an abrupt end, and there hasn't been an episode for 4 years. Once again, there was no clear reason why the series ended, but it could be due to the decreasing popularity of Minecraft mods and mod showcases, which occurred during 2016, which is when they uploaded their last episode. Another one of the Yogscast's most popular series was Moonquest, a series whereby Simon, Lewis and Duncan play a mod pack they put together, featuring famous mods such as Biomes O'Plenty, Galactic Craft, Tinkerer's Construct and more. The first episode, uploaded on October the 9th, 2013, currently has over 5 million views. The initial goal of the series was to get to the moon, but they did accomplish that somewhat successfully during episode 45, but the series would not end there. After they reached the moon and had built bases and messed around with the moon features, they would change the series to Mars Quest during episode 88. The series became scripted once more, and Shin would visit them on the moon and recruit them for an adventure to Mars to save the abducted Sips. They managed to do so in episode 95, but parted ways with Shin after he tried to betray them. However, Shin did lead them to the ruins of the Honeydew Jaffa Cake factory, and on episode 96, the series would be renamed once more to Jaffa Quest, as their new goal was to repair the factory. But later that goal was scrapped, and they decided to turn it into a museum showcasing their travels to the moon and Mars. The series was wildly successful, with almost every single episode of the total of 107 getting over 1 million views. But the series would unfortunately, to the hundreds of thousands of fans, come to an end due to Simon accidentally launching a rocket inside the museum and blowing everything up. Classic. So, the Yogscast have many other series, but I only wanted to cover their most popular and notable as well as unique. But one more thing I want to talk about is their Minecraft parodies. Just like many other popular Minecraft channels at the time, the Yogscast have made their fair share of Minecraft parodies, and some were really successful. First of all, their most popular parody of the song Moves Like Jagger, Screw the Nether, has over 55 million views. Then of course there's Diggy Diggy Hole, one of their oldest originals and arguably most famous. The original has 22 million views, and the remastered version, uploaded 3 years later, has almost 50 million. Next we have How Do I Craft This Again, a parody of the song When Do I See You Again, which has 28 million views. And they also have a few other originals, such as the song about their Moonquest series, which has 15 million views. But enough about that, let's talk about the downfall of their channel now. Looking at the Yogscast channel today, you can see that majority of their videos sit at around 100 to 150,000 views, significantly less than what they used to get. As well as that, they have been consistently losing subscribers for the past year. So what's going on? They haven't stopped uploading videos, why are they still losing subs? Well, first of all, let's talk about the general factor, Minecraft decreasing in popularity. As you would all know, during 2016 and lasting to about 2018, Minecraft was at its lowest popularity it had been since January 2011, and of course all the YouTubers who built their channel primarily on Minecraft suffered, including Lewis and Simon. But there's more to it than that. Viewers of the Yogscast loved Simon. They liked Lewis as well, but it was pretty clear Simon was a fan favourite, and Lewis even said that he initially set up the channel to share Simon with the world. Lewis knew how entertaining Simon was. However, in March of 2015, Simon took a break from the Yogscast due to health issues. Lewis would make an update video 2 or 3 weeks later, telling the viewers what was going on and stating he had been in and out of the hospital. Now of course, the viewers were very understanding. Serious health issues should always take priority over anything else in life. But instantly they started to notice a difference, as some commenters pointed out. The channel didn't really feel the same, and a bit of the magic left. Nevertheless, he returned on September the 25th after 6 months of absence. However, despite returning, he was no longer involved in as many videos and series as he once was, and then during March of 2017, he went on another hiatus, then returning a few months later in early June. But his involvement with the main channel continued to decrease, and these days he is rarely seen in videos on the main channel. Simon, as I mentioned, was the audience's favourite personality and worked so well with Lewis, and when he left, many viewers really missed that funny, adventurous and curious character, and as such, many may have stopped watching. Whether it be by coincidence or not, Google Trends shows a steady dip in interest for the Yogscast around the time Simon left, most likely reflecting this. Another factor we need to mention is the Yogscast uploading less and less Minecraft as years went on. They built a huge audience of 7 million, but mostly on Minecraft content, and as such, when they began changing to Gary's Mod, Trouble in Terrace Town, and other games during 2018, they started getting less and less views. But why did they stop? In typical Yogscast fashion, it was never announced or made clear why they stopped, leaving curious viewers to search and speculate for themselves. Now saying this, they still occasionally play Minecraft, such as during their Christmas stream last year, and they even had a fun series on the adventure map Diversity last year, but it is scarce at most. One final point on their decrease in popularity is the premature or unannounced ending of many of their beloved series. Shadow of Israphel, Moonquest, Tekkit, YogLabs all just ended one day with no official ending or reason why, and that has left many viewers upset. This caused a sort of loss of trust or admiration, and as such these viewers may have stopped watching. Now there are a few other things I could talk about, such as Shin leaving the Yogscast and drama within the team, but that's more sensitive and also isn't much about the main channel, so I will only mention it briefly if you want to do your own research about it. Now because I hate ending on a bad note, I want to mention that their channel isn't dead by any means, and they still pull consistent viewership in the hundreds of thousands, which is very impressive. It's just by comparison to their channel a few years ago that they look much worse now. But anyways, the Yogscast, one of the most popular Minecraft channels of all time, with many series and videos which millions around the world will cherish forever, have been on a steady decline the last few years. Will they ever be able to recover and get back to where they once were? Will they ever continue old series which ended out of the blue? We may never know. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Be sure to subscribe and leave a like if you did. Thank you all so much for watching.